This is ABC7 News at 6. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us. Our top story tonight, the critical final hours before Election Day.
Both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump rushing cross country today, trying to cover as much ground as possible before the polls open tomorrow morning. And at the 11th hour, the race could not be closer, with Clinton leading Trump 47 to 43% in the latest ABC News Washington Post poll. Donald Trump spending a big part of his final Florida rally here on the Suncoast. Supporters filled Roberts Arena's 4,500 capacity seats, with thousands more left standing in line outside the arena. The Republican presidential candidate Trump told voters to prepare for a victory party tomorrow night, boasting about leads in North Carolina and New Hampshire, where he's also holding rallies. Trump supporters are equally confident in their candidate on the final day before the election.
I have had my reservations for the inauguration since January. We were planning on going, so no matter what the polls said, I knew he was going to win.
This is a sad day, but also a very excited day because tomorrow we're going to welcome our 45th president, and that's Mr. Donald Trump.
Trump is set to finish his campaign with a late-night rally in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Meanwhile, the Democrats also focusing on Michigan and two other battleground states. Hillary Clinton campaigning today in Michigan, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. President Obama, former President Bill Clinton, and the First Lady also joined rallies to drum up support. Clinton primarily focused her speech on urging people to get out and vote.
I'm here to ask you to vote for yourselves, vote for your families, vote for your futures. Vote on the issues that matter to you, because they are on the ballot, not just my name and my opponent's name.
And today on the trail, both candidates talked about last night's bombshell from the FBI director, saying in a letter to Congress that the FBI has completed its review of the newly discovered emails and Clinton should not face criminal charges.
As both Trump and Clinton make their last campaign appearances, supporters of both parties are also making last-minute pitches. ABC7's Bobeth Yates is here with more on that. Bobeth?
Yes, with just hours before the allegedly most contested presidential election ever, everyone involved in the process, from voters to election officials, are making their last-minute preps. One door at a time, Hillary supporter Amy Robinson is making a last-ditch effort to encourage voters to cast their ballots in this year's election.
I am out here getting every last Democrat out to make sure that they vote tomorrow.
Robinson is a New York City resident, and she says she's only in town to help with voter turnout. And with her voter list in hand, she canvassed the Gillespie Park community.
I'm just here to give them information, not to convince them, show them where to go to vote, and to get them a ride if they need it.
At the Trump headquarters off Main Street downtown Sarasota, Trump supporters are also hard at work.
Well, we are still making phone calls. We're putting a lot of videos in Facebook and Twitter.
Elizabeth Quaver Nunder is in charge of recruiting Hispanic voters, mainly Puerto Ricans, and she says their efforts are working.
I am so proud of my Spanish-speaking community, because I would say already, like the groups that we are working with, I would say that about 80% already voted.
And local election officials also finalizing their procedures to make sure they're ready for those extra voters.
Poll workers, the poll clerks, are picking up their supplies and their ballots to take home, to take with them tomorrow morning to open in the 99 precincts.
Kathy Dent is the Sarasota County election supervisor. She says they've already seen a record early voting turnout with more than 80,000 early voting ballots cast. And Dent says she's confident they've already worked out all the kinks.
Early voting went so smoothly, and the vote by mail has gone very well. I'm not anticipating any problems.
Now, Manatee County election officials also say they made last-minute preps and they're ready for tomorrow.
Back to you.
Thank you, Bobeth. Along with the new president, Florida voters will also decide whether Senator Marco Rubio should serve a second term. Incumbent Republican Rubio is facing Democratic U.S. Representative Patrick Murphy. Voters will also pick at least 8 new U.S. House members. There are also 4 constitutional amendments on the ballot, 1 for solar energy, 1 on the use of marijuana for medical conditions, a tax exemption for disabled first responders, and a homestead tax exemption for certain low-income seniors. And you can get up-to-the-minute election news 24 hours a day by downloading our My Suncoast app. And ABC7, of course, will be bringing you continuous coverage of the election on our website, social media accounts, and newscasts throughout the evening.
Let's get an update on our weather right now. A really nice day here on the Suncoast yet again. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Yeah, warm again, too. Temperatures are pretty comfortable over the weekend. We did see highs today into the mid-80s, however. That's a little bit above average. And clouds now and again moving through at times. Get a look at the satellite in review showing that action. Low pressure area spinning off the mid-Atlantic coast. Day's not a factor, but we are getting some low clouds around as a high pressure dominates the weather over the Carolinas right now. And that's bringing us that east to northeasterly wind component. The fact that we have that high there and the low over the central U.S., we're kind of stuck in between. So it's been a bit breezy today with winds out of the east and northeast up to 15 miles an hour. Currently, we have a few clouds around. It's 77 still at this hour, and the dew point is at 56. The sun has set, and the humidity now at 48%. We have an east wind at 10, and the forecast planner through this evening, temperatures falling into the upper 60s by 11 o'clock under mostly fair skies. More on your weather coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. The Diverging Diamond project at the University Parkway and I-75 interchange has caused confusion and delays, but there is some encouraging news tonight. The Florida Department of Transportation announcing a major part of that project is just about complete. On Wednesday night, crews will begin the work necessary to shift southbound traffic on I-75 onto the newly constructed bridge over University Parkway. Each direction will eventually have 4 lanes, and 1 will be considered an auxiliary lane. Once that's complete, the northbound bridge is next. Although that Diverging Diamond project will complete way before the year 2037, how will our inland highways and byways change over the next 20 years?
Tonight in our continuing series, Suncoast 2037, ABC7's Don Brennan takes a closer look at what officials are doing to keep traffic from driving you batty.
Most people probably thought, or at least hoped, that our ride to work in the morning in 2037 would look more like this.
Meet George Jetson.
No, it's still looking like this. Traffic, it's the bane of our existence. With people moving to the Suncoast in droves, Dave Hutchison, the executive director of the Metropolitan Planning Organization, tells me it only figures to get exponentially worse.
We know that we can't keep doing things the way we're doing them now because there just isn't enough roadway, and we don't want gridlock. We also know there will be more people moving here.
More people means more cars. In fact, if projections hold, the Suncoast will have about 200,000 more people in 2037 than right now.
It's actually serves us well to be a little bit behind, not too far behind the curve, because as we see problems actually emerge, not just our projections, then we can make the better decisions about where to make improvements.
Being a little bit behind is not only a strategic move.
We just can't build roads, proactively, go and widen in an area before the development comes. For one thing, we don't have enough money to do that. Also, if we get it wrong, then we will build the road for nothing.
Another problem is that even when you're working to alleviate traffic, the work to make it better makes it worse before it makes it better, both for drivers and for businesses. Those along Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota are feeling the effects right now, and those that aren't affected, like Joey D's Eatery, will be when the Diverging Diamond project gets underway at I-75 and Bee Ridge Road.
It's just going to be tough. It's going to gridlock a lot of things. I think that, just getting around is going to be tough, but we seem to get through it every year.
All the experts I spoke to have plans and visions for our infrastructure in 20 years. They know what can improve not only our quality of driving lives, but theirs as well.
We live and work here and play here too, so all of our staff do, so we want to make sure that it's the best place that we can make it.
We, meaning it's a collaborative effort between the traffic divisions, the planning organization, public transportation, and also some responsibility must be shouldered by us, the public.
We're looking at adding additional
abilities for folks to use different modes, such as bike lanes or sidewalks or trails. We'd like to be able to plan for all sorts of different modes, transit as well, so it's not just roads.
In addition to those modes of transportation, diverging diamonds are a great facilitator for moving traffic along. Roundabouts are too, and they'll be implemented more, especially since the federal government and the state government have mandated that more roundabouts be used. Between ingenuity, planning, and the funding available, it should all work out. It has to.
If we don't do anything, if we keep doing everything the way we do it today and don't change, then we would be in deep trouble.
So I think it's safe to say that death and taxes aren't the only certainty in life. We all know that traffic is as well. The only uncertainty about traffic is what it'll be like in 2037. I'm Don Brennan for ABC7 and your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Don. The Metropolitan Planning Organization has 20 and 30-year plans, but they reassess every 5 years due to changes in projections, economics, and technology. And all we can hope is that it gets better.
It's a big issue, especially when it relates to quality of life for all of us. Yeah. Still to come in your Suncoast News, paramedics rushed to a Florida daycare, and a hazmat team now is trying to figure out how 20 children became sick.
Plus, a sewage spill in Venice, why some parents and students are upset over how the city is handling the cleanup.
Download ABC7's free all-new news app at your app store today.
Come experience the precision, performance, and power of the Ram 1500 during Ram Power Days at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Built tough enough to help you conquer whatever the day may throw your way with all the comfort, gizmos, and gadgets you'd find in a luxury vehicle. And right now, get over 20% off. That's up to $15,000 off a new Ram 1500. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Annual wellness visits are important for healthy living. When you schedule your yearly exam, MCR Health Services is here for you.
With over 25 healthcare centers featuring multiple services and 8 pharmacies, we are here for you. Call or click today.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Hello, I'm Jamie DiDomenico with Cool Today, Plumbing Today, and Energy Today. Here on the Suncoast, taking care of people is more than a slogan, it's a way of life. On Tuesday, November 15th, do your part and show that the Suncoast cares. Come by the Suncoast Blood Bank from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and donate one or more of these important items needed by local organizations, including a life-saving blood donation. For more details, visit suncoastcares.org. That's Tuesday, November 15th from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Suncoast Blood Bank. See you there.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Now to a developing story in South Florida.
Police in Lauderhill, which is near Fort Lauderdale, are investigating after at least 20 children were taken to the hospital. They got sick at a daycare. Paramedics were called to the Ave Marie Friends Preparatory School after the children complained of nausea and vomiting. The kids were taken to 3 nearby hospitals. It's unclear what caused them to become sick, and the conditions of the children are unknown at this time. A hazmat team will investigate.
City of Venice is still cleaning up a sewage spill this past Saturday. 800 gallons of untreated wastewater leaked out of a pipe down the street and into a storm drain. A nearly 30-year-old pipe system failed, which caused it to burst. The leak began in front of Venice Elementary School. Some parents are concerned because no signs were posted alerting people about that spill and the chemical lime that was put down to absorb the bacteria.
Compared to other sewage spills that have taken place in the city of Venice, it's a small spill, but the problem with the city of Venice is they have an aging infrastructure system in place.
City officials say the leak was contained on Saturday, but environmentalists worry about runoff the next time it rains.
And Bob will be back with your full weather forecast after this.
It's the Crystal Classic International Sand Sculpting Festival on Siesta Beach, November 11th through 15th, with 24 of the world's best sand sculptors. Bring the family for new hands-on kids activities, live music, food, sand sculpting lessons, and more. See SiestaKeyCrystalClassic.com for details.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Sometimes, when the course is difficult and you might take a step where you could fall, it's important to trust and ask for help. That's one of the most important things we learned at Tidewell's Teen Grief Retreat. On your grief journey, there are going to be difficult parts, but you have to trust in yourself and your support systems and know there are people around who will help you make it through. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, you'll always get the most for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And right now, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing. Complimentary maintenance included at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Come see the Crystal Classic International Sand Sculpting Festival November 11th through 15th on Siesta Beach. Check out the Crystal Classic Party Tent, produced by Siesta Key Chamber of Commerce and Moat Marine. Details including remote parking via SCAD. Visit SiestaKeyCrystalClassic.com.
Nice weekend, wasn't it?
It was really nice, especially in the evening. You really feel the difference, even if it's warm during the day.
That's right, and had lots going on over the weekend, and lots going on today, too. We had a big golf tournament taking place today. I want to talk about that a little bit. This was the Audi Golf Tournament benefiting Birdies for the Brave, and was held today at TPC Prestancia. And a nice flag presentation right there, and the Birdies for the Brave supports 11 nonprofit military homefront groups, and they were supported by the PGA. They had a little bagpipe there to start things off at the TPC Prestancia. Appreciate all that, and all the people that played. Thanks a lot, helping out, as I said, 11 nonprofit organizations here. And that photo sent in thanks to Donna Hunter-Smith for sending all those great photos in, and appreciate all the people that supported that wonderful golf event and tournament. Tower cam showing the sun setting early now. It's right, sun going down earlier as a result of the time change over the weekend. I don't know how you feel about that, but it looks like everyone's a little bit more tired today. That's what it seems like to me. For some reason or another, we all gained an hour. It didn't help. But we have this east and northeasterly wind flow that is bringing us pretty brisk conditions throughout the day today, but no rain. Some showers down to our south. Those showers are moving off toward the west, so not a problem there. And this activity organizing with an area of low pressure which will eventually sweep a cold front our way. Now this front will move through on Wednesday, bringing with it a slight chance for a shower and some slightly cooler temperatures behind it. 77 degrees right now, generally fair out there. We have 56-degree dew point temperature, which makes the humidity at 48%, and the high today above average at 85 degrees. 81 is our normal. We'll be slightly below these numbers come Thursday and Friday, it looks like, and possibly right into the weekend. No rainfall to report today for the month. We're still below average. This is typically a very dry month. 67 in Jacksonville now, 72 in Orlando, 76 now in Miami, and 77 in Key West. Temperatures in the low 70s in Avon Park, Sebring, and as well as Arcadia and Wauchula. 75 now into Venice. There's that area of low pressure I mentioned developing right here. That low pressure will eventually move off to the northeast, but the trailing cold front will move in. It's more of a west to east front, so when that happens, we don't see a drastic drop in temperatures. We'll get back to more normal readings, it looks like, as we move into Thursday. Well, the RPM forecast model showing not much going on here as far as rain-wise goes on Tuesday. Here comes the front, and you can see that line of clouds. This is 6 p.m. Wednesday, so if we get any rain on Wednesday, it'll be later on in the afternoon and evening, and that rain chance not all that high. In the tropics, all is quiet right now. We are monitoring, though, the forecast models long range, and two of them, fairly reliable models indicating something may pop up down there in the Caribbean, so we'll watch it in the next week and a half or so. 60 right now in Detroit, Cleveland at 57, Kansas City 61, 85 in Phoenix, and Dallas now checking in at 67 degrees, Atlanta at 66. For boaters tomorrow, a bit breezy out there, a light to moderate chop, seas running anywhere from 2 to 3 feet with a light to moderate chop happening. Water temperature now at 75 degrees. That's beginning to cool. The beaches will see a high right around 81. High tide upcoming, and then a low tide will be at 12:54. Another high tide tomorrow at 1:51. Forecast tonight calling for a few clouds around, staying a bit breezy. East and northeast winds at 10. Tomorrow, look for mostly sunny in the morning, partly cloudy in the afternoon, a high of 83. East winds at 5 to 15. The extended forecast, well, there it is. Clouds increasing on Wednesday, a slight chance for a shower, and then slightly cooler, below average temperatures riding in through the weekend. Back to you.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up, we'll take you to Arlington Park and show you why it's a great place to call home.
Coming up, our new poll, who's now leading, plus Hillary Clinton, the president, first lady, and Bruce Springsteen about to go on stage. We're live. Donald Trump lashing out at the FBI, the serial killer case, the major reveal, and several earthquakes in the U.S. Next.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Enjoy fine wine, craft beer, and delicious foods, all while supporting a great cause at the 15th Annual Suncoast Food and Wine Festival, Saturday, November 12th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Sarasota Polo Club. Taste hundreds of wines from around the world and sample cuisine from the area's finest restaurants. Watch live cooking demonstrations from local chefs and take part in a silent auction to bid on creative prize packages that will delight any foodie or wine connoisseur. The event will feature live music by Kettle of Fish. There's free parking, and all proceeds benefit a variety of local charities and Rotary Club projects. Don't miss this year's Suncoast Food and Wine Festival. Saturday, November 12th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Sarasota Polo Club. For tickets and information, visit suncoastfoodandwinefest.com.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called three-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Dottoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
After a long day at work, there's nothing better than going home to a quiet, peaceful, and beautiful neighborhood.
That's the truth. ABC7's Linda Carson joins us now with the place we call home. Linda.
Tonight we focus on Arlington Park, a neighborhood just blocks from the heart of downtown Sarasota, but with a natural setting that soothes the spirit. A plaque on one of Arlington Park's beloved oak trees honors Jack Gadsby for bringing this area together as a community. And what a community it is.
Arlington Park is one of the biggest neighborhoods in Sarasota. We have like 1,500 homes. We've got a great park that's over 10 acres. We've got the pond behind us, a brand new bridge.
And they've got an Olympic-sized swimming pool, popular indoor basketball courts, and tennis courts. And the park has beautiful nature trails.
The nature trails, we've tried to keep it very natural. We've let the old growth trees stay. We're working on planting some new trees for the ones that are getting older. It's a nice walking trail with a dog park, a small dog park, and a large dog park.
And a project is now underway to update the park.
And we're working on preserving the trees. We've also reduced the use of herbicide in the park.
Many of the homes in Arlington Park are older.
My house is actually built in the 50s, so I have one of the original homes built in this area. And there's still a lot of those left.
And right now, a lot of new homes are being built. Real estate is hot in Arlington Park.
Yeah, everyone's really wanting to move here now. Like a house would come on the market and it's literally gone that day.
And the Neighborhood Association is working hard to preserve the natural beauty of the area.
We're saving the old growth trees, and then we're also trying to get them to plant them into the streets so that we have canopy roads in the future.
The trees have always been a big part of the neighborhood.
So actually, a lot of these roads had trees in the middle of them. The roads were dirt.
The Neighborhood Association holds events to bring the community together.
We also just had a porch fest, which was local bands, and they played on people's porches. That was a great success.
The park ties the community together.
Yeah, we walk the park every day, and you get to know people by just saying hi and talking to them.
And many things go into making Arlington Park a great place to call home.
The neighbors, again, the park, the community, and we are just outside of the city, so we're really close to everything, yet we're a quiet community.
Arlington Park is a city park maintained by the county, so even if you don't live in that neighborhood, you are welcome to visit, and you'll meet a lot of very nice people there.
And a lot of dogs.
And a lot of
Popular
dogs, but
place to take your
they're
dog.
all on leases, so it's
so
great
it's
place to
okay, and you
go.
can also go to the pool, and there's a lot to do. Yeah.
All
right, thank you, Linda.
Very cool. Thank you, Linda. Good weather for a walk.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's really quite nice out there right now. We got the
But
sun
it's dark,
set.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's dark.
Yeah.
It's different, though,
A
as
dark
far as
walk,
that goes.
yeah,
And we
that's
are looking
okay.
at generally fair skies, though, overnight and low temperatures into the mid-60s to start things off in the morning.
Not too bad.
All right.
Thank you so much, Bob. World News Tonight with David Muir is coming up next.
Have a great evening. We'll see you tonight at 11.